everyone, thanks so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to cover a thigh exercise called leg lifts. It's a single leg action. So one foot's on the ground, one leg is lifting. Oh my God, this exercise is hard for me. It just is. But there are things that I'm doing that I think are helpful alignment cues to make it the most effective exercise. Like it's a good exercise. It's a worthy exercise, but it also can easily be done in a way that can hinder things. So I want to demonstrate it and give you cues that hopefully will make it more accessible. So with this exercise, the challenge for me is right here because I can so easily cut off or overtax the hip flexors rather than it being focused on the thigh. So I want to be really focused that I'm keeping a neutral pelvis, okay, and supporting that neutral pelvis and not putting too much attachment into how high my leg gets, because if I'm going to really focus on getting that leg up, then I'll totally compromise here and it's going to completely be here. Okay, so I want to be really intentional. So you could do this with heels together, toes turned out, and have it be more of just an external rotation here. Okay, you could also have the feet parallel and bring the leg forward this way. Okay, so both are really good, both are really effective. So I'm already, regardless of how low or high I bring the leg up, I'm definitely challenged in keeping my hips level. There's just something so challenging about it. So I'll start with heels together, toes turned out. I love more of that hip opener direction. Already though, so knees slightly bent, rooting across the feet, okay, trying to have an even outline in the inner lines, outer lines, across the heels, across the balls of the feet. Okay, making sure that I feel like I can grow taller, that I know that I have seamless channels at the ankles, the knees, the hips, the spine. Okay, heart open. You can be near a wall. I just want to make sure you can see everything. Okay, so I'm taking 1 foot forward. All right, so before I even lift it, I press it into the ground to try to motivate my hips to stay level and to keep that length, that engagement. And then I lift the leg up. Okay, so I start with, you could do littles, okay? You could do big movement, but you want to make sure it's not an oomph. Okay, so you want to really keep that alignment. It should be really intense. Okay, here, the standing leg, you want to make sure you're also trying to keep it with a sense of lightness in the joints. Okay, again, holding. You could do things like little bend and straighten. Okay, the whole time though, I don't want it to be dominated right here around the groin, hip flexor area. I want to keep it as flowy, okay, as possible, as it's a powerful position, okay? So allow it to have that power. Let go of the attachment to how high you bring that leg up, okay? I mean, it's, you want to be motivated, but at the same time, you want to be safe and you want it to be effective, okay? So then showing with the other leg, I'll show more parallel, and I'll be more limited in range of motion, okay? So setting up a good foundation, rooting across the feet, really like I'm zipping up the spine without tension. Okay, shifting, taking that foot forward. Let's see if we can keep it in the camera. Okay, so I'm again reaffirming and then lifting the leg. And usually when I have the leg out in front, I want to straighten the leg. So I'm like, all these things is such a challenge, right? Sometimes I'll bring a hand to the low belly to help lift up out of the hips to motivate that spine. Okay, and then my leg's going to totally want to turn out. Not a big deal as long as I'm intentional about it, okay? So I could do that, right? But here I want to be parallel, okay? And keeping that sense of space coming all the way up. Oh, I respect this exercise. This is not one of my favorites. It is so hard right from the beginning, okay? And a good thing, after any exercises to get a good stretch in, this is one of those I do pretty quickly, okay? So a quad stretch, taking hold. The thing about the quad stretch, and I'll have a separate video on that, but just to show it here, you want to make sure you're not stretching it like this. There's really no point. I feel like if you're going to do something, you might as well get as much juiciness out of it as possible. So hips level, okay, that lifted leg behind the line. And they're in the yoga videos, this is supine half hero, okay, so it's in one of those videos there. So, or in the quad stretch. So maybe you do that on both sides. But you just want to make sure you're, again, consistency, right? Open channels, supported, spacious and supported joints. So I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoy leg lifts. You have a great day. Namaste.